These are my favorite classics that I've ever read, and they're ones that I think that you should read too. The first one that I have to talk about is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I just absolutely love the romance in this one. I love the social commentary, and I think it is one that you will absolutely fall in love with. The next recommendation that I have is Anne of Green Gables. I love the whimsy and the mystery in this story. I love how Anne makes you feel connected to your inner child. Another classic that I also recommend is The Great Gatsby. This one recently celebrated its 100th year anniversary, and it takes place in the roaring 20s, but you get to see behind the facade of these people who have very damaged pasts living these very luxurious lives. My next recommendation is The Death of Ivan Ilyich. This one follows a man who is retired and did everything that society expected of him, but just hasn't found that level of fulfillment. It makes us question what adds value to our life, how we should spend it before we die, and coming to terms with our mortality. My next recommendation is 1984 by George Orwell. This one is a commentary on the government having complete control in this society and how that affects the people within it. Definitely makes you think a lot of things, and the government can see into your thoughts in this one. My next recommendation is The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. This one's following a child's adventures navigating the universe, navigating life, and trying to find a place for themselves in the universe. My next recommendation is Animal Farm by George Orwell. This one is about a farm, and these animals model their society after humans. There's a lot of political intrigue and commentary here about different forms of government like democracies and communism. Definitely one I recommend. My next recommendation is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. This is about a scientist who brings a monster to life, and it calls into question some of the consequences of that, and where does nature begin and nurture end? And it also makes us question what society expects of us. My last recommendation is Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. This is a coming-of-age story for a Black woman growing up in the South and navigating love and life through 3 different marriages. Definitely one that I would say you should check out, and she is a classic Black writer that I think you will enjoy.